Alright, here's a little update on the Capri with a 6.8 liter V10. We got pretty far. It's not going to get done for a while as I'm off for a month and a half. But here's where we are at right now at this present point. We got the engine in. It's rebuilt to the 10.5 to compress. The 10.5 to 1 compression. We got the ITVs all on and hooked up with the OEM throttle cable. We're using the Crown Vic alternator because it's super easy to wire, as you don't need to hook up anything and it'll put in 13.5 volts. I got to replace one of these little hoses because it got kinked, as you can see there, but we got a whole tube that all the runners run into, and the OEM idle control valve. It's hard to see, but it's at the very back, so it's right around the same spot with the OEM plug. We got the Ls1 coils mounted to a ready rod kind of rail, and they're hooked up to the OEM pencil part of the coil on the Ford ones, so that we can run a coil pack with a built-in igniter. So I can run the logic wire from the Mega Squirt. We're gonna run it as a 2 5-cylinders. Yeah, I wrote this down so I don't forget. That's the firing order, but then these are the cylinders we're batching, so 1 and 7, 3 and 6, 5 and 8, and so on. Hopefully that'll work. This is now taped up with aluminum tape, so hopefully no debris goes in the engine. Yeah, we got the TKO 600 onto it. We got the internal slave. That was rebuilt a long time ago, but I got that. Putting on, the coolant lines are hooked up. This one runs a little close to the radiator, or the alternator, sorry, but it's on. Got this belt on. There's no tensioner, as you can see. It's strictly belt tension, and required me to just roll it on one of the pulleys and then rotate it over by hand. We got the same oil cooler adapter and sandwich plate I had on the 4.6 liter. After a shit ton of cleaning, we got it cleaned out enough. The oil cooler that was on it was obviously just fucked because metal debris went into everything, which required me to do all that cleaning. But yeah, so the only oil cooler I had available was this little guy, and we'll get some more light into it this way. But yeah, it's pretty small and it's behind the radiator, so it's not actually going to do much, but I guess it's better than nothing. And I didn't have any AN caps, so it was that or nothing. Yeah, so the exhaust is all done. We modified the OEM manifolds to get them to fit. It was way more noodling on this side than that side. Had to remake the battery tray and actually run a different battery because the engine was actually here before and now it ends here. So there's less room, so requirements for the battery are a little more strict than they were before, which means we're running a little bit of a small battery for mildly high compression 6.8 liter V10 or 6.8 liter engine. Yeah, we'll be doing the wiring in a while, but if anyone was actually looking for updates on this car, that's where we're at. If you have any questions, message down below and I'll try to get back to you. Fuel lines, yeah, hooked them up to the push lock fitting. They're just an AN adapter. Top tip, if you do it, hook up the AN lines to the push lock adapters, because it's a fucking pain to do after. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I'll smell you guys later.